Okay, I want opinions. I previously made a video about explaining why I decided to go to Chicago over Kansas City for the Backstreet Boys This Is Us tour. Um, I usually can only afford one concert each tour, and they usually don't come to St. Louis anymore. So every time they would come to Missouri and they wouldn't come to St. Louis, I would go see them. But on the last tour I went to Chicago, and on this tour they announced that they were going to Chicago and Kansas City, Missouri. I initially was going to go to Kansas City, Missouri, but my contacts there fell through, so I decided to go to Chicago, mainly because that was a last tour stop I went to, same exact venue. I was familiar with the venue, I knew how to get there, I knew where to go when I got there, as opposed to going completely blind into Kansas City and not knowing what I'm doing. So comfort and familiarity pretty much won over. Like I said, I can only afford to go to one show, so I went to Chicago last week, as you know by my extended review of my videos. But they are playing Kansas City tomorrow, and that's only about 4 hours away. I'm going to end up missing it. If I could find a way there free and a way back, I would go, but I can't. I can't afford it. So I'm not going. This is the first time I'm not seeing them in Missouri since they were here last, but my reasoning is, like I said, I could only afford one show, and it was either between Kansas City and Chicago, and I chose Chicago for the reasons I listed. What do you guys think? Do you think I'm less of a fan for not going to both shows? I simply can't afford it. I kind of feel bad that they're going to be in my state and I can't see them, but I also know that I'm being rational here, and that I saw them on this tour. I'm happy I saw them on this tour. I met them. I asked them questions on soundcheck on this tour. It's just It's just knowing that they're in my state and I'm not seeing them is just an odd feeling. Simply because when they're in my state, I see them. I don't go to other states, and I went to another state this time to see them, and I'm not going to my state to see them. Tell me if that makes sense. Am I less of a fan? What? Please explain this to me. Again, I chose Chicago over Kansas City, simply because of familiarity, of comfort. I had a great experience in Chicago. I'm not seeing them tomorrow. I can't shake the bad feeling that I have about not being able to go tomorrow, even though I know I can only afford one show and I chose Chicago. Please tell me what you think.